he needs to correct KJ all the time. And when it comes to me pulling a knife, I pull a knife because I want to damage the car that was gonna get towed and not to harm the officer. And he shot me 6 times. And I was told that, the hospital has 4 times in the chest, 1 time in the leg, and 1 time in the ass cheek. And since it's in the ass cheek, that means that
Your
I
Honor
need to.
and Mr. Black, unfortunately, Mr. Might is not willing to be a legal aid for Mr. Black.
Okay, noted.
Okay.
All right. Well, that'll be fine.
Thank you, Mr. Might. I appreciate it. From my understanding, Mr. Might is on his way. I don't know if he's going to have a change of heart when he gets here.
All right. Well,
just
we'll
tell him I love him and I need him.
KJ said he loves you and he needs you.
If Mr. Might is interested in serving as legal representation in any capacity, then he will allow me to know if he truly intends to get here, and we can stop playing telephone. He can just come here and decide. But I'm not going to wait on him. Reggie is saying maybe he's waffling about being a legal aid, and is maybe coming here. And I'm saying he needs to get here and decide then, or we're not waiting.
Oh, we are so fun.
How long? What's your ETA, Mr. Might?
We have like people in the.
I apologize. My phone says it's
Mr.
on
Might
silent.
said it'll be about 2 minutes. His only point of contention, Your Honor, is he stated that he's wearing a half mask, and he doesn't know if that's going to be an issue.
There's 2 literal people in the Yellow Pages who are aspiring lawyers who aren't Reggie Might.
All right. Well, Mr. Might, see you soon.
There is.
He's on his way.
All right. Well, he said 2 minutes.
I do need some time just to throw stuff in evidence really quick.
I'm fine with you needing time,
okay,
Rhodes. Right. I'm saying he said 2 minutes. I'm giving him 5, and then if he doesn't turn up, then when you're ready, we're just going ahead.
Understood.
Is that you, KJ?
Yeah.
Man, you really are throwing if you're trying to get Reggie as your attorney, huh?
I think, I have 110% better chance with him by my side than me by myself, all right? And if you think I'm throwing, I'm basically fucked.
I think you know how this works by now.
Well, I know how it works, but, it's always better to have people who has a little bit more knowledge.
Oh, okay. So why'd you bring Reggie then?
Because he has a lot of knowledge.
I can actually find that relatable. It's always easier to make a decision for someone else than it is to make one for yourself.
Yeah,
I'm pretty good at
correct.
that. So I had a good career in law. It's like, hey, if you have $10 million, I can easily tell you where to put it and how to spend it and where to invest it and all that stuff. If it's my money, forget it.
I agree with you, Judge. I'm 100% on board with that.
Yeah. Picking it up. What's up, Surge? Your team sure took a beating. I missed that, and I looked at the score. I was like, whoa.
We are so doomed.
What have I been saying all season? The Ravens have quietly been the best team in the league the entire year, and no one's really talking about them.
Your Honor, really quick, can you reference the report titled Carl Johnny Black? And does the photo come up for you?
Assault with deadly. Does the photo come up? Mr. Black's knife. Yes, that comes up right on the screen.
Interesting. I'm unable to Might just be an issue with my MDT, which is fine.
Just
long as you can see it.
close the tab and open a new one.
Hi.
Oh.
Hello.
Reggie. Reggie.
Hello, Mr. Might. I
What up?
presume.
Oh, perfect. Thank you,
Yes.
Serge.
Hey, hello.
Yeah, I played around with this thing for a
All
while.
right. So there's a lot of
Appreciate
telephone
it,
going on. Are you not interested in being a legal aid for this defendant?
Well,
Mr.
I'd
Black?
like to look at the information first and talk to him and then decide.
All right. Well, you're not an attorney. You're a legal aid. So do you want to do this or not? Because time is a wasting.
For what it's worth, this doesn't reflect on you if he's found guilty or not. To be clear, you're telling the horse where the water is, but you're not leading them there. You're not telling them to drink, from my understanding.
Here we go.
You're just
Okay,
giving
fuck it.
them appropriate information.
Sure.
Mr. Might,
can I ask
Mr. Might,
something?
Mr. Might,
Yeah.
if you are willing to do this, barring any potential conflicts, then just say that, and we'll proceed until that becomes an issue.
Yep. Okay. I can do that.
It was good,
Can I ask
Benji.
something, Your Honor?
What is it?
I think there are two furries having sex in the back.
Serge, I think furries are your department.
We don't have animal control, so we're just gonna have to put them down. Officer, please.
It was good.
So what happened?
I don't think it would be
well,
in my best
I
interest.
got
I
pulled
think he's trying
over.
to go the
Yeah.
excessive force route on me. So
Yeah.
Well,
Basically, what happened was
I'm not going to.
I was driving. I was on the phone with Benji.
Human, animal,
Um,
or otherwise.
I
I'm
take
not
a
gonna
right
stand
turn
for
and then I
any
hear
conduct in
sirens
my
behind me.
courtroom, So
I pull over.
let's not be making
Roads
out at the
come
movies
up to
back
my
there.
I've
window.
got an idea, Murphy.
And he says something in
is
the
that you,
line of,
Benji? Since you were so
"Why are you
helpful?
not listening to me?
Yes, sir.
I've been following
How
you
about
for
you
like
sit
2
in between
blocks
them?
now with a megaphone."
sure.
I was like, "What? I didn't hear any megaphone.
Hey guys.
What are you talking about?"
I mean,
Well,
I'm doing this, I'm just-
All right, I
I'm just
think
doing
I'm
this.
you
ready.
need to listen to,
But obviously
when
they're
the
gonna
officer is
take time
trying
to
to
just,
do
speak to each
whatever, and
other,
I
so,
told him, well, when I heard the
I have
sirens,
no
I pulled
problems
over.
with however long that's
Then
gonna
he asked
take.
me to give me my license. I gave him my
Yeah.
license.
Just,
Apparently, my
give it a
license
couple
was not
minutes. I'm
valid.
not in any hurry.
It was issued in 2023. Now it's 2024. I said I didn't get a new license in the mailbox. He said, well, you need to go to the courthouse. I said, well, am I able to go to the courthouse? So basically, we're discussing semantics. He said, no, you should get out of the vehicle. I will tow it, and you can walk to the courthouse. He said that he will not be issuing me any citation, anything. He said he could give me 2 citations for red lights and 1 for not driving with a driver's license that was valid. And but he's not gonna do that. He's gonna tow my vehicle. I said okay, so I stepped out of my vehicle. I said I will wait on the side of the road for a friend to pick me up. He said okay. When I walked past the vehicle around, he's like, can you hand me the keys for the vehicle? And I said, am I legally obliged to give you the keys for the vehicle? He said no. Then I said, okay, I will not do that. I will just stand here, wait for my friend. Okay, wait right there. He go back to his vehicle. He issued me the citation he said he will not issue me. And that was like $400. And I said I wanted a supervisor. He said I am not, they don't have one, but even so, like, I'm not, what did he say? That I wasn't, by law, I don't, it's something in the way of like, I can have one, but at the same time, I'm not legally obliged to get one or whatever. We're standing there. I asked him if his blood is red. He said yes. I pull a knife and he shoot me 6 times. 4 in the chest, 1 in the leg, and 1 in my ass cheek. Now we're here.
So what do you argue?
I don't know. I guess I could argue. Well, in my brain though. Okay, maybe I'm stupid here now. Okay. Well, well, it was only me and him there because the other officer went, so we were just. It's basically me and him.
Can you come
That
closer
I can
so
argue
see how
the-
dumb he is?
What?
I said, yeah, keep going.
I can when he pulls up, if I ask him what the blood was, I can say hearsay, like I didn't say such a thing. And if
Well, no,
he,
it's not hearsay because you're here to say whether or not it happened.
okay, yeah, well,
It's not hearsay because you're
no.
here to answer that.
okay, so I can answer. I can say I didn't say it. If he asks me why I pulled a knife, I will damage the car because I was angry because I got fined something he said I wouldn't get fined. But I don't know. Can I argue like the legality of the stuff when he's trying to pull this fucking megaphone shit or no? Is there anything I can do here? Am I fucked?
I think if you're wanting to argue excessive force, that's a civil thing.
Mhm.
And that's not something you would take to bench trial, because bench trial you're arguing the charges that he's given you, right?
Okay.
Which the charges would be whatever he said, assault and battery or fucking attempted murder.
Attempted murder. $1,000 in fine and 26 months in jail.
Right. Okay. Did you swing the knife?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I can
So
say
you
I
didn't hit him.
No, I didn't hit him. No.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, right? Is you can say you didn't, they're going to believe him as a cop versus you, right? When a
Okay.
1-to-1 happens, they believe the cop over the other person.
Okay.
So, the only thing that you can really do is try and get that knocked down from attempted murder to fucking assault and battery or something like that, right?
Okay. So what is the
Um,
difference between? Is it like different from a felony to what?
So assault and battery is a misdemeanor.
Okay. Okay, so we can knock it down to that. So he shot me 6
I mean,
times.
we can try.
And yeah, I made sure the doctor put that in the records basically.
Well, I mean, that would be civil stuff anyway.
Okay.
All right. So essentially, you're happy if you can get it knocked
Actually,
down
Your Honor,
to
I will be right back.
assault and
Only
battery.
take me a minute.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Reggie.
Should I bring that up to?
If anybody moves again,
I
I'm
can.
meditating.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I can ask him to see if we can skip all this shit and knock it down, but he might try and just go for assault with the
God, I
deadly
wish
because
I had
it
a
is
phone in
with a
this-
knife.
Okay. But yeah, I did not strike him or anything. So yeah. But okay, I
You should
understand.
have a phone.
Nah, the guy downstairs takes it.
I got mine.
He doesn't take cards to their government officials.
Yeah,
You took
everyone
Should
should
I
be.
ask the
Everyone should be able
judge
to
then
keep
to
their
approach
phones.
again with
No.
him? No.
Maybe it's because I had a knife, so he took everything.
No.
Yeah, you might want to try again and see if your
Oh,
phone
fuck
should not
me.
be taken.
I'm so in
I
deep
tried
water here, Reggie. I'm
twice
telling you,
now.
I'm so fucked.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, you
basically
are.
chose
maybe
this
it hates
because of the
Australians.
legal aid I got was more like a prosecutor or is somebody working for the feds than for me.
There we go.
Everything he said she believed and she didn't believe me. I don't know. He was talking about the evidence. I said, what evidence? Are you a defense lawyer or not? She was a legal aid, so.
Yeah, you're taking an L here.
Oh yeah, I know. Trust me. I know. I know. But my cheeks hurts though. But I'm more rather take an L here, and make sure, instead of him just pulling charges on me. So how you been?
Well, we're waiting in prison for you forever.
What the kids
Oh.
call small talk, because
Yep.
there's a lot of empty space that I'd like to
Yep.
fill it with. Okay. So, how about that new year, eh? All right. Apologies, Your Honor. Your Honors. It would seem so. Yeah.
That's okay. Still got a minute.
So I don't actually know if you want.
Yeah,
to
listen-
appeal the original citation. Nope. No Mayan. Okay.
That's a nice sweater.
Oh, thank you. My other body.
Dropping by to say Happy New Year. Cheers to more Devil stream this year. Have a waste of streaming Kong. Supergirl, thank you. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful 2024 as well. And all your wishes come true. All right. Appreciate you stopping by.
You know, families are complicated.
Yeah, this courtroom looks cool.
You're telling me.
Yeah. You know, sometimes, you're going out with your uncle for some ice cream,
and the next you're involved in a coup to take over the trust fund or your so that you can keep on buying your nice yachts and Bugattis, you know, and then the next you're eating Thanksgiving dinner, you know, it just happens like that.
Can we roll back a little bit here? So
Sure.
your mother kicked you out of the house and gave you that sweater.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, more like kind of.
If you
KJ, come here.
If you had the trust fund, why didn't you use it to buy another house?
Yo,
Bro.
See, that's the
What's
problem.
going
on? What the fuck are you doing,
I
bro?
was on the other end of
I got heated, alright?
so
He's a
I
fucking
don't have it
dick.
anymore.
Why would you get heated on your
I am,
first traffic stop,
dead
bruh?
ass broke cord.
Because it was a dick.
So you did what?
KJ, you know you can't be the way you were, right?
Which is play yourself.
Exactly.
You spit
Exactly.
in the
See,
face of
I
the way
know,
you
You
are.
but
can't
at
be
the
you can't be that, bro.
well, that's I think. A little
What do you mean I
too
can't be
the
that?
legend icon of our ages,
You're
you
poor
know,
now.
You know,
I know.
I owe.
But at the same
him
time, I don't want
millions
this
of dollars
motherfucker
after
just to
I invested in many of his,
push me around.
you know,
Okay,
We're
then.
ready now, Your
you know,
Honor.
I was actually an executive.
Okay, then everybody's got all the evidence and things they need.
We don't have the report, but I believe it's just going to be verbal evidence.
All right, as long as the
Rhodes?
report is read and you know, the photo of the knife is understood, like then you're
We
good.
don't have that, but if Rhodes has the knife and flashes it,
I mean,
But
I'm
I'm saying as long as he reads what's on the report and it's accurate, you're fine with that. You know, you don't need to be sent stuff or anything.
I haven't read the report. If he reads it, Rhodes reads it. Yeah, go for it. That's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Sure.
That's easy.
Yeah.
Like just
You
in terms of
want me
expediting
to
this.
put the knife up there on?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
All
You
right.
can do that. Go ahead. Put on. I mean, you did uncuff the suspect, so just keep that in mind.
You know what, Your Honor? Never mind. Never
I
mind.
think you can only have one or the other, Rhodes.
Yeah, you know
Mr.
what?
Rhodes, I only use that knife, alright, in the line of work, alright?
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You know, I'd actually prefer the knife not be there, Your Honor. Just know
Might be
that there
for
is
the
a
best.
knife here, right
This
here.
is-
That was, you know. Actually, I don't have an issue forwarding the report to either of them.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
I'll do that. I'll
go
just
ahead.
copy it. It's not going to be in PDF format or anything. But I will try
That's
to ensure
fine.
you have all the relevant info.
You tell
That's
me
fine.
to,
Yeah, it would not be,
I
it would
didn't
not
say
be a
anything
great
wrong, did I?
first case as a judge for me if you know, things got stabbed.
Just in case you do. Just in case you do, please.
Okay,
Don't
okay, in
make my
case,
life
okay,
even harder.
yeah, no worries, Reggie. I gotta make your life easy. I gotta be quiet as a mouse. It's just gonna squeak. Alright.
This is fucked.
Yeah, you know, you're right.
He's probably just a little nervous right now. That's true. He also does people walk out with them and they're asking him questions, so he's probably just talking to them. He's probably trying to get rid of them so he can come back.
See, the thing is,
so
though, Serge,
You've
is
got
that if
assault
I-
with
if-
a deadly, which
if-
is a
if
felony,
I let it happen,
and
then it's on me. If it was
the
on Rhodes,
brandishing a
and I
non-firearm
knew,
for
and I said
pulling the
nothing,
knife
and I
out.
let
We're
it
not going
happen, and it was on
to
him. Then
plead guilty.
yeah, maybe it would have been.
We plead not
entertaining.
guilty
But
to the
it's
first charge.
my ass. It's
So
not
we
his
plead
ass.
guilty to the brandishing because you
Not-
pulled the
not
knife
on
out.
my
We're not going to
watch.
argue that, right?
Alright.
Oh, it just narrows it down easy. And what? I don't even know what you're going to fucking say up there.
It's what you
As soon
are.
as you mentioned what you said, then
Hey, what you mean?
Was the prosecution? Oh, it was Cornwood. Yeah. And Crane's been spotting as an attorney. Oh wow.
All right. We go ahead and place a.
Rhodes, I'm a
There,
judge.
y'all get that?
Alright.
Yeah, I got my
Thank
phone,
you.
so I'm good.
So the reason I wanted to do that was because I had to do a lot of it
to
manually, and I
read
just
on your
wanted to
phone.
ensure you see exactly what I've sent them, to make sure everyone's on the same page.
Earlier too with the photos and stuff. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, yeah. I
Okay,
can
let
see
me
them
see.
now.
Roads
Serge
had
did tell me
concluded a
workaround.
traffic
I just
stop.
said
We called
closing
Johnny
so
Black
open it
when
back up or
concluded the
close it
stop
down.
and issuing his
So that did work. Thank you.
citation.
But I figured I'd at least show you what I've sent them in case anything may show in the report that doesn't.
Rose was a bit
Fair.
confused at first, though. He responded.
Understood. Sounds good.
All right.
Hello? Ooh. Okay, what's up? How can I help you?
Okay.
Okay, so both sides ready to go. Everybody's got everything.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
Reggie, do you
This
want
is a lie,
1
though.
minute to look over the stuff you just got sent? Or
Got shut in
I've
the
already-
ass, motherfucker. I
I've
was trying to
already,
get away
read
from
it
it.
all.
All right, perfect. All right, first time using the gavel. All right. We are convened here today for the
We're so
following
fucked.
reason.
We're so
to
fucked.
hear
Okay, I'll call
the
you back.
case
I'm in a
against
parking.
Mr.
Sorry, if I
Carl
know you,
Johnny
I'll call you back.
Black.
Sorry, Spike.
Let me take a look at the charges. That's 1 times assault with a deadly weapon and 1 times brandishing a non-firearm. Couple things before we get underway. I am a new judge in this city, but Rhodes and some others here know that if anybody knows all the bullshit in a courtroom, it's me. So there's going to be a little bullshit, but if there's a lot, you know, I will shut it down. Let's keep things moving and keep
Yeah.
things you know, short and to the point, and get to the heart of what happened here. Anybody in the gallery wants to make a comment, better make it a good
Sleep.
one.
Hope yours
because
was
you won't
good.
get a second
Hey.
chance if it's lame. So just know that's my vibe. And you only get 1 chance with me. Anyways, statement of it's not worded like a statement of claim.
It's not.
So,
No.
okay. Sometimes it's you know, readable. All right. So
who are we
Serge, what
gonna
do I say
swear on?
next? I've never done this before.
Swear 'em in.
Okay.
You swear everyone in who wants to.
We will swear everyone in who is here to testify. So please raise your left hands. All right. Do you swear and affirm that the testimony you are about to deliver shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you, Nikita.
I
I do.
All right. Very well. Everyone is sworn in. We're going to hear about these charges, these 2 charges from the prosecution first. Mr. Rhodes,
Okay.
please.
Well, you know, Your Honor.
Rhodes, 1 sec.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Your Honor, do you want to ask us what charges we're going to be contesting? This is going to make it a little bit easier for you guys.
Oh, right. Yeah. Defense, how do you plead to these charges? To the charge of 1 times assault with a deadly weapon
Not guilty.
Not guilty, Your Honor.
and 1 times brandishing a firearm?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Okay.
Wait, hold
So-
on. Hold on. You just pled guilty to brandishing a firearm.
He's a fucking
No,
moron, Your Honor.
non-firearm. It's a
Non-firearm.
non-firearm.
Non-firearm, yeah.
Yeah, non-fire. I just want to make sure because you just pled
Yeah.
guilty to a completely different.
Sometimes I pull down my pants, arrange. Relax.
Okay, all
Wait,
right.
wait.
Sorry,
So
what?
hang on. So you're pleading guilty to the assault with a deadly weapon and not
No,
guilty
no,
to the
opposite.
brandishing?
No,
opposite,
absolutely.
opposite.
Okay. I was going to say that it sort of
The other way around, Your Honor.
You almost had him. You almost had him there, Murphy. You almost had him.
So essentially, it makes it easier. We're not going to argue about whether or not there was a fucking knife involved. Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. So prosecution can note that they do not need to be emphatic on that charge, and we can proceed. Your
Perfect.
plea is entered. And
Perfect.
prosecution, back to you. Go ahead and give your statement on these charges.
You know what, Your Honor? You asked for short and to the point, and you know what that is? A knife that Mr. Black here attempted to chef me up with all over something that stemmed from a traffic stop in which they just wanted to complain. I don't know what I did, but let me tell you, at the conclusion of the traffic stop, Mr. Black, or let me rephrase, I heard Mr. Black ask me what it was either like what color is my blood or what color do I bleed? To which I responded red. Okay. And as soon as I did that, I saw him reach for something. So I took a few steps back, and Your Honor, he had the audacity to lunge at me with the knife. So I immediately got on my radio. I called for immediate backup, also known as 78s. Pulled my gun and shot Mr. Black. According to the doctor, 6 times in total. Though Mr. Black did drop to the ground briefly. I saw him stand back up, continue in my direction, to which I shot him again. And at that point, he was subdued. And
Can I object?
And yeah, crazy how this all happened.
So what?
I don't know why
Wait,
he
wait,
wanted
wait,
to
wait,
set
wait,
me
wait,
up,
wait.
Your Honor.
Launched
I don't
after him
I
again,
don't
but I
know.
got shot in the ass. How the
remember,
fuck can
if
I
we
do
just
that
wanna
if
be
I'm
short and to
running
the
towards
point,
him?
The knife. He tried to chef me up, also known as stab me, after asking me what color my blood was or what color I bleed.
Oh my god.
Mhm. Yeah, that's mostly it, Your Honor. That's mostly it.
All right. Thank you. All right, defense. Please go ahead and issue your opening
What
remarks.
the fuck did I say? What did I say?
About this case?
Can I ask him any questions about his statement?
Oh, Your
I
Honor,
don't. I don't
I'm
like.
being
I don't
honest, I
like to
didn't-
inter. I don't like
I
to
didn't
interrupt
realize
the
it
flow.
was like an opening.
Oh, that was the
All right,
opening. I thought it was
I
the
like.
I
I
didn't
like
statement.
to
realize that
hear.
was
I
everything.
like to hear statements and then open for questioning. I like the flow of that.
Okay,
better. So,
all
like,
right, fair enough.
yeah, like we're not. It's not an opening statement. You are giving like basically your testimony, and then they're going to give their testimony, and then you're going to question each other.
Got it. Okay.
All right. So go ahead and tell your side.
Hold on. So, if you tell your side, I'm just letting him know if he talks now that he's waiving his Fifth Amendment rights. Okay. So
Okay,
if you give us
just
a
bear in
statement-
mind that as this is a bench trial, any statements he issues, though he is acting as his counsel, you know, it will be taken as testimony under oath. So advise him of that, and if you need to speak for him, I'll give you another minute or two to prepare for that if you need it.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you. All right. So if you talk now, you're waiving your Fifth Amendment rights, which means that he can question you about anything. If you fuck up and you try to sway a case anyway, you can look at something called perjury, which then fucks you even further. Okay.
Okay, so what should I do?
So it's your choice, but if you don't give a statement right now, they take everything Rhodes says as is and they roll with it there. So looking at assault with deadly.
Should I give a statement?
I mean, as long as you don't say anything that's gonna make it that you're gonna fuck yourself.
Hey, Rhodes.
All right.
Huh?
Question. Does anyone ask
Do you think you can handle that?
Yeah, I think I can handle that. But then I basically said what I said to you and nothing about the red shit,
sorry, what was
and that I pulled out my knife. Or should I say nothing about that?
Well, I
Well,
mean,
it
we're not
exists,
arguing
but
whether or
not
not you
in the
pulled out
same
your knife. We're
capacity that
arguing
it
whether or
no
not
longer for
you tried
property.
to attack him with it.
So then I can say I pulled out my knife because I was planning to
I keep
fuck up
informing
my
people.
vehicle, but then he will ask about it, so I shouldn't say anything.
Okay.
Then I pulled my knife and then he shot
We've
me.
been spoken to in regards to it from
All right.
from
So
captains.
you can talk about the
And I've
cards,
been
whatever.
informing
But,
others.
I meant like normal
yeah.
people
Okay.
complaining that
Okay. No, but then I start from the
they
beginning then.
can't shoot people in the
Yeah,
apartment
well, I mean, you start from the
or
beginning.
stab them.
We're not arguing
I
whether or
don't
not you
know
had a
that that's
knife.
been told in sort of a widespread manner, you know?
There's
I've
no
been doing my due
legislation.
diligence with
People
prime
don't read.
workers and Group 6 workers, though, and
Oh,
informing
nice.
them if someone is stealing your packages, you know, not much you can do about that outside of report it to the police and it becoming, you know,
We are so
uh,
fucked.
like if we catch them, great, but if not, you know, don't beat their ass. They'll just turn around and sue you.
Right, actually, I gotta tell you this really quick.
I'm ready to talk, Your Honor.
Never mind. I'll tell you in a second.
Okay.
Just begin, Your Honor.
Yeah, the floor is yours.
The floor is mine. Thank you so much, Your Honor. So, I was just driving my own business. Was on the phone, got my seatbelt on. I take a right turn. Suddenly I realize I have blue lights behind me and sirens. Pull over. I hear a voice telling me, you know, to stop the engine, pull down the window. And I do so. I oblige. Officer Rhodes here come up to my window. and asked me if I didn't hear him on the megaphone. And I said, what megaphone? Yeah, he said he followed me a couple of blocks with a megaphone, telling me to stop. I told him I didn't hear a megaphone and I asked him if his megaphone was actually working. He said yes it was, he could hear it. I said, okay, that's good for you, but I didn't hear it. I pulled over when I saw the lights, where I heard the sirens. He asked for my identification. I gave him my driver license. He told me my driver license were not valid. I said, okay. I realized, okay, fuck, yeah, it was New Year. It was outdated in 2023. He said I need to go to the courthouse to get a new one. I said, okay, yeah, I didn't get any new in the mailbox, so I can head over there. He told me basically something about I driven through a red light. I said, okay, I didn't recognize that, but yeah, if you believe so. But yeah, can I get to the courthouse? He said, yeah, you need to step out to the car and you need to walk. We were arguing semantics, I would say. I was arguing the law. I asked him a little bit about the law. He told me, he put up his little pad, I would say, and he said, yeah, this is the law. Acknowledge. He said, yeah, I'm not giving you any citation or anything. I just want you to step out. I will tow the vehicle and you're on your way. I called up a friend who was supposed to pick me up. I walked out of the car on the sidewalk. He was walking to the car and he asked me for the keys. I said, am I legally obliged to give you the keys? He said, no. Okay, well, then I will not give you any keys. All right, I will just stand here and wait for my friend to pick me up and I will be on my way. Then he turned around and he said, well, you should wait there. I'm going to hand you a citation anyway. Retaliation for not giving the keys. Went into his vehicle, wrote up the citation. I went to the other officer who was on the scene. I asked, can I get a supervisor over here? I feel like this is retaliation for me not doing anything illegal when he already told me that he's not going to give me a citation. They asked for one, but apparently there was none available. I was standing on the side. He came over to me. He said, here's your citation, $400. I'm going to give you 4 dots on your license. And yeah, you need to go and get your new driver license. I said, okay, that's all? He said, yes. And I pulled out my knife. And after I pulled out my knife, he shot me. 4 times in my chest, 1 time in my leg, and 1 time in my ass cheeks. That is my testimony.
All right, very good. Since the prosecution went first, defense, if you have some questions for Matt Rhodes about his part in the situation or anything anything in evidence, go ahead.
Can I talk to my legal aid, Your Honor?
Yeah, take a minute.
Thank you. All right, what are we doing here?
Questions. And
You are fucked, buddy. There's nothing to do.
I can barely hear you. You're... What? Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now I can hear you. Now I can hear you. All right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear
Good.
me? Yeah, I can hear you good. Hello? Hello? Your Honor?
Yes.
You can hear me? Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
Just give me a minute. I'm trying to talk to my legal aid.
No, you're fine. Where'd he go?
Seems like we
believe-
have... Sorry?
He's having his throat is having issues, Your Honor.
I get what you mean now. That's okay, cool.
How are we doing?
You must have had a good New Year's.
Oh,
I had a good New Year's. That's for sure.
Can you hear him? Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Yeah?
Okay, you can hear me now?
Yeah, now I can hear you. Now I can hear you. Okay, so what do we do here?
Sorry, Your Honor. I've just had a little bit of throat issues.
All
Nothing. You just stand there, I ask questions. That's it.
Okay, okay. So we should ask question.
Just relax. That's what.
Okay, I relax then.
Thank you, Your Honor. Rhodes,
Hi.
what was the your location towards KJ? How far away distance wise? Roughly.
I originally, when are you talking about when he pulled the knife?
Yeah.
I would say similar distance to you and KJ right now, except I was, me and him weren't exactly facing the same direction.
Okay.
I was facing towards him, and he was, I believe, facing towards me at the time.
Okay. And where was your location at the scene? Was it on the sidewalk? Was it on the road?
We were both on the sidewalk.
Okay. How far away from the said vehicle?
I'd say I'm not 100% accurate. However, I had to estimate. I would say, maybe the distance from like Barrack to.
No, it was closer.
We weren't very far
No.
from the vehicle. I don't know. I can't accurately state that, to be honest.
So you're relatively close to the vehicle.
Yeah, we weren't very far.
Okay. All right. Was in your opinion, as a police officer dealing with the public, would you say that Mr. Black was visibly frustrated?
Yeah, I would. So much so that he almost tried to chef me up. I can't believe it.
And after pulling out the knife, did Mr. Black say anything to you?
I don't know, because my immediate reaction was to take a few steps back, to which he lunged towards me with the knife.
And you stated that when he got shot, he stood back up and moved towards you. Are we talking like several steps, running towards you like a deranged psycho, or is it more that he got up, moved a step, and then keeled over?
So after he had lunged, to clarify, he had originally lunged towards me. That's when I called for backup, pulled out my gun, shot towards him. He was still charging towards me. At some point, it seemed as though he lost his balance, fell to the ground, got back up fairly quickly, still, sort of darted in my direction, and then again continued to shoot at the individual because he had a knife charging at me, and already attempted to lunge at me with it. And that's when again I shot again.
Now, you stated that he lunged at you. Was it that he lunged at you, or that he ran at you with it?
Well, it was sort of a combination of both. He moved in my direction while swinging the knife while we were in. I'd only taken a few steps back from when he started reaching, primarily because he had already, made some seemingly suspicious comments referencing the color of my blood or the color in which I bleed. It was one of those two. So I was a little on edge. So when I saw him reach for something, I immediately backed up. And that's thankfully what gave me the distance to not have been chefed up as a result of, Mr. Black trying to, shank me.
So he didn't connect with you at all, correct?
That is correct.
I got no further questions, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you very much. Matt Rhodes, if you have some questions for the defense regarding any statements entered or their arguments, go ahead.
Mr. Black?
Yes.
Well, actually, Your Honor, is it appropriate for me to refer to the attempted stabbing as chefing me up?
I've allowed it so far.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Mr. Black, is there a reason as to why you wanted to chef me up?
Hello.
Well, you can talk about what you're saying with the car.
Hmm?
That's where you can talk about what you're saying about the car.
Sorry, can you repeat again?
Yeah, is there a reason as to why you attempted to chef me up?
I didn't attempt to chef you up.
Okay. Um, is there a reason as to why you pulled the knife?
There is.
And what was that reason?
I wanted to slice the tire off the car. I want to damage the car so much that it will be a hard one for you, you know, to tow that car.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a
Is
tow
there a
truck
reason-
driver myself, you know, and I know how hard it is to get damaged vehicles. It's a pain in
Got
the
it.
ass.
Totally understand. Is there a reason as to why you asked what color I bleed or what color my blood is?
Doesn't want
I'm
you to say here.
sorry, that has to be your imagination. I never said such a thing.
Oh, okay. All right. Just a moment. Just take a look here. All right. Mr. Black, how many times did the doctor indicate you were shot?
6 times.
Okay. And was I showing any level of aggression prior to you pulling this knife?
Can I object to that one just because opinion of a layperson, KJ is actually pretty dog shit at understanding people's emotions. To be fair.
Your Honor, rebuttal. I'm fairly certain they asked me a very similar question.
Yeah, but that was
yeah,
about KJ. Not
what's good for one is good for all. You know.
okay.
Right? Can you repeat the question?
Sure, I'll even clarify just a little further. Prior to you pulling the knife, was there any sort of aggression coming from me? And when I say aggression, I more so mean like, I'm going to do something
Can't
to
answer.
you,
I don't know.
in sort of like a physical way, like beat you up or shoot you, for example, right?
Shoot or beat me up? Aggression? No. Giving me a
Okay.
fine because I didn't give you the keys? Yes.
Got it. Okay. Understood. Yeah, I don't think I have any other questions.
All right. Is there any examination of evidence either side wants to point out any details that haven't been covered in testimony?
Me, I got evidence. Me.
All right.
I got
it
some
is
as
your
well,
go.
Your Honor.
Perfect.
Your Honor, the knife, which can be seen here, okay?
Noted.
This is the knife he attempted to chef me up with, okay? In Your Honor, I don't wish to point out the obvious, but here I am. That vehicle that he was driving, he was no longer in. It was stationary and in the middle of a lane while we were on the sidewalk. So why, if we're almost shoulder to shoulder, would he pull it out with the intent to stab a tire on a vehicle that wasn't stationary and not actually stab said tire and instead lunge
Stationary.
towards me? Your Honor, I don't know. I just know he made an attempt on my life. That's all I know. And he was shot as a result for charging towards me and making no attempt to go towards that car. None. Zero.
All right. I think we've moved beyond the knife in evidence.
Okay.
Anything else?
I have one thing to
just
say,
that
Your
his
Honor.
license was expired.
No,
You
no.
know.
I was saying for him to wrap up his point on the knife. That's all.
Yeah.
He's still got more evidence.
And yeah, just the expired license and such, because that was brought up by them. In fact, the entire citation, which was, I guess, sort of roped into this, but a different scenario, is that concluded and then this happened, was brought up. But I guess it's neither here nor there.
We're not arguing those charges. That's why
Mhm.
I got through that.
Okay. All right, defense. Do you have any further
Yeah, I
evidence
have
to examine here?
one thing to say. When I talked to the doctor, he told me I was shot 6 times. He said I was shot 4 times in the chest, 1 in the leg, and 1 in my ass cheeks. Officer Rhodes over here is claiming that I was charging him. I don't know if somebody's able to charge somebody and get shot in the ass cheeks. Thank you.
Okay, I've also got something. I just want to point out in the Rhodes's.
Okay. Hang on a second. We need to back up. The doctor said, what? Where's I'm not. Do we have a medical?
That's
report in
correct. I
here?
asked the doctor to make a medical. What do you call it, Your Honor?
I don't know why you bring that up because we don't have the report. It's not in fucking evidence. You're just
Okay,
wasting time.
Why is this the first mention made of a medical report, Mr. Might?
Because Carl doesn't listen.
I
Okay,
can
well,
vouch for that, Your Honor.
That's the be all and end all of that one.
All right, if
We
you are-
understand you're not going to put this into
if
evidence
Rhodes
or
is
anything
willing,
like that.
if Rhodes is willing to hurt his own case to affirm the truth, then that's good enough for me, pending any need for this report in the future. That's fine.
As long as I can make a statement to explain, because I don't want me to allow this and then offer no explanation from my side. That would seem a little backwards. So I'm okay with allowing it as long as I can get a statement regarding.
It's
that
the first
situation.
mention of it, and you've had no ability to address it, and would not procedurally. So yes, I'm gonna allow Rhodes to explain the ass cheeks.
Sure. So I can explain that, Your Honor. So when he was charging me, that's likely when the original
He's
four
like,
struck the individual in the chest.
He's got hates me.
And then the 2 follow-up shots were likely from when the individual had, like I said, sort of fell over. I thought they were down, stopped shooting, and then continued to shoot when they got back up. So the combination of them falling to the ground, attempting to get back up, still knife in hand, that is likely why the injuries weren't all sustained to the actual chest.
All right. I think from here, I just let the defense continue with their point. But just to be clear, everyone is accepting this outcome where you get to talk about your medical report. He acknowledges that everything is pretty much as he says. Because I don't want to get into a back and forth where you say something and now he's going to correct it. and you don't have it in
I
evidence.
totally understand.
Understood.
Everyone's good. All right.
Yep.
Defense, please continue with your last point.
Yeah. For myself, I just want to bring into the fact in the questioning of Rhodes. He did state that he was somewhat close to the vehicle. Both of the individuals were close to the vehicle. During his closing and going through the evidence, he stated that the vehicle was further in the middle of the road, making it sound like it was further away than what he did when being questioned. The other point I'd like to bring into it is Rhodes has made accusations during his statement. However, there was mention that there was a secondary officer there. No officer is here to back up his statements as well. That's everything I want to go over.
All right, very well. If that's everything, then I will go deliberate, and I should have a decision shortly.
Understood, Your Honor.
Do you want to control the room, sir, or do you want to come with me?
Oh, that went well, Reggie.
Oh,
won't be long.
Come on, we both know I'm fucked, right? I would say this went well.
You reckon?
Yeah, I think so. You don't think so? What do you think, Benji? This went well.
No, you wasted time.
What do you mean, wasted time?
This is just a waste of time. You're talking like you're changing the system.
I'm not changing shit.
Yeah, this was ridiculous. You're not gonna get the amount of time you've lost. You would have made more money, and on top of that, you're still losing money. This was
Hey, I haven't told you my
absolutely-
lawyer fee either.
This is absolutely not worth it.
Lawyer fee?
This
You're
was-
not a lawyer
this
yet,
is
all
the
right?
worst possible thing
Legal
you could
aid
have
fee,
done.
sorry.
No,
Worst possible thing you could have
I'm
done.
pretty much certain that this is the greatest thing I could do in the circumstances I'm in, Benji. I have to disagree with you.
What do you mean?
What can I do?
How?
I lost anyway, so why not go here?
He let you go.
He didn't let me go.
Honestly, all
Bro,
you had
it's
to do
actually-
was just get out of the car and walk away. Here's the keys.
Yeah,
See
I
you later,
did,
move on with your life.
but I didn't give him the keys, and then he gave me the fucking fine, and then I got angry.
You know Rhodes is petty. You
yeah, I
know
know,
he's petty.
and I'm petty.
Yeah, you're not.
and
you're not
Benji
proving
no
anything,
balls
though.
me on the phone earlier, so I was like, "Fuck
Yeah,
that."
yeah, to kill a cop, not to
Christ.
fucking go to jail and for no reason.
Yeah, not to kill him
And-
though. You said no balls to drive off, basically.
Yeah, bro? You just don't get it. Like you
See,
just
this is the dragon thing all over again, isn't it?
This is
You,
the
did you
worst,
know
bro.
balls him to drive away, and instead he tries to stab a cop.
What color is your blood? What happened when you said that? How come you didn't stab him?
Don't talk about it here.
Yeah, I didn't say that.
I mean,
No, he's claiming I'm saying that.
oh, so he makes stuff up now. Okay.
Yeah, he's petty.
You really you know that's so tough to pull for testimony, right? You know you're not equal to a cop, right?
I already
I know.
explained it to him.
He-
I
he-
explained it to
Does
him.
he, does he know that?
we're
No, I don't
okay.
think he does.
We
He
know
thinks
we're
we're back
fucked.
in Norway where
No,
every
no,
human
no,
is
no,
the
no.
same.
I told the first thing I told to Reg. I said I'm fucked. All right, and I know that. Trust me.
Oh yeah, you're
I'm not
fucked. Oh yeah,
stupid.
you're fucked.
Charles.
What?
Carl.
Fucking erodes, man.
But
gotta kill that cunt.
Carl.
I don't think
Carl.
Rhodes is the can of worms you want to open up, but sure, you do you, boo.
Ah. Maybe not. Maybe you're right.
You're
I mean,
doing
like,
so
this was
well
the-
doing all your
this
legal
the
stuff, and then
worst
you
thing
do
you could have
something dumb.
Actually, the worst thing you could have done.
What? What is the worst thing? What I did?
This is not smart at all.
No, it's not smart. Come on, Benji. Not everything you do in life is smart, is it?
KJ.
I didn't
What-
think
what
anyone
was-
could top the
What's
dragon
the
thing
point
today.
of this? What is the point of this?
There is no point.
Why did you try to
Carlin's not
stab a
fucking
cop?
doing this?
That let you go.
No, he didn't let me go. He came back to charge me because I didn't give him the fucking keys to the vehicle.
Yeah, but he could have put
It
Why
you
was
did
a
you
in
give the
jail.
stand-up.
keys?
All right, it was a fucking petty off, and he won the petty off. And the only way for me to win is to see him bleed. All right.
How'd that go for you?
What?
It went bad. All right.
You should have
Yeah.
told him to wait for you there while you walk to the fucking place and then bring it back to him.
You're not wrong.
Yeah. Oh my god.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Holy fuck, bro.
See, Benji, it's always someone can top the most stupid thing that you fucking heard all day. Dragon was up there, and now
Actually,
this.
You're expert. So much money, so much.
I feel like the judge was on my side though. Like he likes me.
Oh my god, you are
I'm
so
fucked.
delusional, bro. You are delusional.
I'm drained.
Bro.
Oh,
You got it, bro. You got it, bro. You know what? I'm gonna be nice now. Good job, KJ. You're gonna be all right, bro. You're gonna get out free, man.
Oh, that's what I needed. Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
on.
You
both-
did well, bro. You did well.
I did
bro.
well, but we are fucked. Or I'm
No,
fucked.
No, we are fucked. You are fucked.
I am fucked.
We're all.
No, I'm
good.
also
We-
fucked because this is the first L that I've taken since I've been back in the city.
You are not taking any L's, okay? You're just legal advisor.
I don't take L cases. Here I am, hating my life right now.
You're not
What, maybe
taking
I
a
should've
case.
just
You're not
stayed
a
in bed.
lawyer.
I
You're
should
not
have
a lawyer.
stayed in bed.
No, it's great that you wake up, Reggie. It's good that, show your friend, you actually mean it.
I
You're a true
think that
friend.
laying in bed and punching myself in the fucking nuts repeatedly would have been more fun than that. Not gonna lie.
Sometimes you get someone else to punch it for you, though.
Why? Why get someone else to do it when you can do it just the same? Like, hello?
Cage, I didn't know you liked it like that.
Yeah. We had this conversation before. I feel like it.
Wow.
Oh, it's back.
Oh, here we
It's
go.
back. Here we go. Okay, 07 boys. I see you after I'm done in jail, alright?
Have
Sure,
Oh, I
fun.
tried to lock that. I'm stupid.
I'm gonna be real. The amount of things I try to lock just out of habit,
there was actually a bench trial for this.
it's rough.
Yeah. All right. Let's see where this goes.
All right, we are back in session, and I do have a verdict. This is a case involving a violent felony. It's a very serious charge. But this is a bench trial. So I don't want to underplay the important things that can be gleaned from a case like this. On the surface, this could be argued out on a he said, she said basis. It is one of those kinds of cases where it is emphasized that it is this officer's word against the suspect / possible victim of abuse of our law enforcement system. And I've seen many of these kinds of cases before, and a lot of times they are argued out of court and dismissed on the basis that there's no third party testimony that corroborates one thing or the other. Interesting distinctions exist in this case that are very interesting and I think kind of important. So with a situation like this where possibly an abuse has occurred, you have to measure the circumstances against the worst case scenario. So let's say Matt Rhodes walks into a department store on duty, and as he's browsing the kitchenware section, he sees Carl Johnny Black holding a kitchen knife. Bang, bang, bang. Unloads 6 shots right there. Nothing else to speak of. So you have to measure this situation against the worst possible case of Rhodes being right in this situation, let's say, technically. So let's keep that in mind and say, if Mr. Black was simply standing in public holding a knife and Rhodes came upon him, Rhodes would have been approaching him from a considerable distance in range, making instructions, trying to get him to disarm, and his decisions at that point would inform the level of force and escalation that would be required. And it would be a lot more straightforward than the narrative here today. And either he would have dropped the knife and not been shot, or he would have continued to hold the knife and the clip would be empty. Just one more example before I get into the meat of this thing is if I was talking to Matt Rhodes outside and he had reason to detain me for questioning, if I were to just apropos of nothing pull out a firearm, clip is going to be empty. His clip, not my clip. Because Matt Rhodes is a law enforcement officer. And when suspects are being detained, is not really a sensible time to show the officer your weapon. Pleading guilty to the brandishing charge in this potentially he said, she said matter ends up being your undoing. If you had simply said, hey, I never had a knife, then you might have actually come out of this looking a little better. Some of the things the defense put forward were not complimentary to the case. If
Reggie, did you fuck me up
Mr.
here?
Black was
No,
at
I
the
didn't,
conclusion
because that would still be lying,
of
and then you can purge yourself.
a detention during which he was issued a citation and then decided to pull out his weapon, I do not see a sensible motive besides attacking the officer in his proximity. And there's no reason for an officer to believe an armed suspect or detainee in his proximity taking out a weapon is anything but a credible threat that needs to immediately